Welcome, Shadow Seekers, to American Shadows, Crimes and Chronicles. Today, we're unearthing a tale that'll haunt your thoughts long after it ends. Whether you're glued to the screen or just listening in, you're in for a wild ride through history's darkest corners. If you're new, hit subscribe to join our mission of exposing America's hidden truths. Regulars, your likes fuel our journey into the unknown. Now, let's peel back the layers of time and reveal the secrets beneath. Ready? Let's begin. 4 bullets, 6 days, and 25 years of mystery. The Tupac Shakur shooting. Hello, friends, and welcome to American Shadows, Crimes and Chronicles. Today we're traveling back to September 7th, 1996, a night that would forever change the landscape of hip-hop and popular culture. On this fateful evening in Las Vegas, one of the most influential and controversial figures in music, Tupac Shakur became the victim of a drive-by shooting that would claim his life and spark decades of speculation and conspiracy theories. What transforms an artist into a legend? How does a moment of violence echo through decades of music and culture? And why, more than a quarter century later, does the murder of Tupac Shakur continue to captivate the public imagination? But before we dive into the events of that tragic night, I want to thank each and every one of you for your incredible support. Your likes, comments, and shares aren't just numbers to us. They're the lifeblood of this channel. You're doing an amazing job spreading the word about these important stories, and we couldn't be more grateful. To understand the significance of this day, we need to step back and look at the broader context of Tupac's life and career. Born in 1971, Tupac was raised by a family deeply involved in the Black Panther movement, and that spirit of activism flowed through his music. Known for his poetic lyrics, raw emotion, and fearless social commentary, Tupac's music resonated with millions. Songs like Brenda's Got a Baby and Keep Ya Head Up told stories of struggle, inequality, and empowerment. But Tupac's rise to fame was marked by controversy. As his career skyrocketed, so too did his personal and legal troubles. From feuds with fellow rappers to a stint in prison, Tupac's life was as tumultuous as his music was groundbreaking. By 1996, he had cemented his place as one of the most successful and influential rappers of the time. His album, All Eyes on Me, had gone multi-platinum, and he had just finished shooting the film Gang Related. However, Tupac's success was shadowed by the notorious East Coast-West Coast hip-hop rivalry. The beef between Tupac's West Coast label, Death Row Records, led by Suge Knight, and the East Coast label, Bad Boy Records, led by Sean P. Diddy Combs, had reached a boiling point. Picture, if you will, the glittering lights of the Las Vegas Strip on that warm September night. The city is buzzing with excitement as boxing fans flood in for the Mike Tyson versus. Bruce Seldon fight at the MGM Grand. Tupac, alongside Suge Knight, is there to watch the match. The fight is quick. Tyson knocks out Seldon in just 109 seconds, but the night is far from over. After the fight, Tupac and his entourage are involved in an altercation in the hotel lobby with Orlando Anderson, a member of the Southside Crips gang. The confrontation is quickly broken up, but it would later be seen as a prelude to the night's tragic events. At around 11:15 p.m., Tupac is riding in the passenger seat of a black BMW driven by Suge Knight. They're part of a larger convoy, heading to Club 662, where Tupac is scheduled to perform. As they stop at a red light on East Flamingo Road, a white Cadillac pulls up alongside them. Suddenly, the night air is shattered by the sound of gunfire. A hand emerges from the Cadillac, holding a .40 caliber Glock. 4 shots ring out, 2 of them striking Tupac. He's hit in the chest, arm, thigh, and pelvis. Suge Knight is grazed by a bullet fragment or shrapnel. In the chaotic aftermath, Knight manages to drive a mile down the road, despite a flat tire, before being pulled over by police. Tupac is rushed to the University Medical Center of Southern Nevada. For 6 days, he clings to life in the intensive care unit. Fans gather outside the hospital, holding vigils and praying for his recovery. But, despite undergoing several surgeries, Tupac's condition worsens. On September 13, 1996, at 4:03 p.m., Tupac Amaru Shakur is pronounced dead at the age of 25. The news of Tupac's death sends shockwaves through the music world and beyond. He wasn't just a rapper, he was a voice for a generation, a complex figure who embodied both the struggles and the potential of young black men in America. His death seemed to cut short a career that had only begun to realize its full potential. In the days and weeks that followed, speculation ran rampant about who was responsible for Tupac's murder. The Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department investigated, but no one was ever charged with the crime. The case remains officially unsolved to this day. The lack of resolution has fueled numerous conspiracy theories over the years. Some blamed the East Coast-West Coast rivalry, pointing fingers at Tupac's former friend turned rival, the notorious B.I.G. Others suggested involvement from gangs, the music industry, or even government agencies. Some fans, unable to accept Tupac's death, even claimed that he had faked his own murder and was still alive, hiding somewhere. The impact of Tupac's death on hip-hop and popular culture cannot be overstated. It deepened the rift in the hip-hop community and cast a shadow over the music industry. When the notorious B.I.G. was killed in a similar drive-by shooting just 6 months later, it seemed to mark the tragic culmination of a feud that had spun out of control. But Tupac's legacy extends far beyond the circumstances of his death. In the years since, his status as a cultural icon has only grown. His posthumous releases have sold millions of copies, and his influence can be heard in countless artists who followed him. Tupac is remembered not just for his music, but for his charisma, his contradictions, and his ability to articulate the complexities of the Black experience in America. The shooting on September 7, 1996, didn't just end a life, it created a legend. Tupac's death at the height of his fame froze him in time, forever young and full of potential. It transformed him from a controversial figure into a martyr for some, a symbol of the violence that has too often plagued hip-hop culture. As we reflect on that night in Las Vegas, we're left with profound questions about fame, violence, and legacy. How might hip-hop have evolved if Tupac had lived? What does his enduring popularity say about our society's relationship with its fallen icons? And will we ever know the full truth about what happened on that September night? This is American Shadows, where we peer into the darker corners of our nation's past. Until next time, remember that history isn't just a collection of dates and names, it's a living thing that continues to shape our world today. The echoes of those gunshots on September 7, 1996, continue to resonate, reminding us of the complex interplay between art, violence, and immortality in American culture. Stay curious, stay compassionate, and keep watching American Shadows. For, in understanding our past, we gain insights that can help us navigate the complex cultural landscape of our present and future. And once again, thank you for your incredible support. Your engagement is what makes these stories come alive.